Hi there, Ken Godevanas here with Kenny's Carrots, episode number 42 this time, and we're going to be looking at how a monarchy was intended to be. We're going to be quoting from Christopher Watkins' book, the book I've been enjoying very much, Biblical Critical Theory. Here's his thoughts on monarchy. Thanks for joining us. The kings of God's people are not just one more model rolling out of the ever-busy factory of ancient monarchies. They are fundamentally different to the kings of other nations, and this difference has left a profound mark on modern societies in at least two ways. It is a model in which the monarch does not write the laws, and it is a model that subverts every claim to royal or governmental absolutism. First, the relationship between monarch and law. The kings of other nations in the ancient Near East wrote their own statutes and could often change them at will. In the Old Testament book of Esther, King Xerxes of Persia issues a decree that all the Hebrews in the land are to be slaughtered. And in the book of Daniel, King Darius is manipulated into signing into law a decree that he is the only permissible object of worship, according to, quote, the law of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be repealed, unquote, Daniel chapter 6, verse 8. This is the pattern of ancient kingship. But Israel was and is supposed to be different. The king does not write the law. God does. The law is delivered not by a monarch, but by Moses, the former shepherd. Indeed, far from writing the law, the king is warned to obey it. Each new king of Israel must write in longhand, for himself a copy of the law, making sure he familiarizes himself with God's command. You can see that in Deuteronomy chapter 17, verses 18 to 20. Israelite kings are not legislators. They are, or at least they should be, servants. This is an early instance of the separation of powers. Like the judges before them, the kings of Israel are responsible for administering justice in the land, not for defining justice. The king is not at liberty to change the law when and how it suits him. And Christopher Watkins goes on. Second, following on from this subordination of monarchical authority to God's law, the biblical view of kingship undermines any claim to monarchical or state absolutism. As Christopher J.H. Wright argues, quote, the Lord was supreme military commander and the Lord was supreme judge. This meant that corresponding human political leadership in these spheres was decisively demoted and relativized. End of quote. God is not recruited to serve any human regime, even the nation that he himself brought into existence. God does not fight anyone's battle for them, least of all those of earthly kings and governments. And victory is no sign of divine approval. These are all stones in the shoe of any aspiring tyrant or dictatorship, the writing on the wall for any wannabe empire. God's sovereignty subverts the grand designs of ancient monarchies and modern regimes alike. The king is not a god. In fact, he is often not even a particularly good human being. We'll stop there today. I would ask you to consider the kings of this world, the present leaders, those that think they're under God's jurisdiction, but clearly are not following him. Those that pass laws, change laws, make laws at will, and don't even keep their own laws. Think about all this and decide for yourself what kind of king you would worship, or what kind of king you would at least obey as far as human kings are concerned. Thanks for joining us. If you like what you see, take a look at us on YouTube, Digging for Scriptural Gems. Subscribe to our channel there, and you'll get more of these. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have a great day.